Billy Corgan is teaming up with an opera to do a 30th anniversary, actually a couple of anniversary shows to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the classic Smashing Pumpkins album, Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness. So I feel like there's like a new Smashing Pumpkins story every week that I'm talking about here on the show. Last week on the channel and here on the show, I talked about how Billy Corgan thinks that the Smashing Pumpkins are one of the most misunderstood bands in the history of rock, which I don't really agree with. And so it feels like I've been talking a lot about Smashing Pumpkins on the show. And this week we're talking about Billy going opera. Like I said, for the 30th anniversary of Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness, he's teaming up with the Lyric Opera of Chicago for a couple of shows this November. It's called A Night of Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness. Tickets for this series of shows go on sale on April the 11th. And according to Billy Corgan, according to the Lyric Opera, it's going to be an immersive, original sonic and visual experience that blurs the boundaries of rock, opera, and performance art. So it's going to be pretty cool from what I can tell. No word on what songs are going to be played. Obviously, they have the 28 songs from the original double album to choose from. But then obviously a huge plethora of B-sides that came out from the Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness era. So hopefully it's going to be a mix of songs from the album and the extensive B-sides from that era. And really, we think about it, 30 years. What a crazy milestone. I still remember hearing Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness for the first time and just freaking out at that album. It is such a dense album, but there are so many amazing songs. It's so lush. It's so dynamic. It's a very diverse collection of songs as well. And then when you think about some of the songs on here, like Tonight Tonight or Porcelina, The Vast Oceans, or Through the Eyes of Ruby, so many cool songs on this double album that I think would lend themselves to opera. And I'll give that to Billy Corgan, the Smashing Pumpkins, is that they're a very epic band, right? Very dramatic kind of band. That I think their music lends itself to a thing like another opera, like a style, musical style like opera. And I think this is going to be a really, really cool mix of these songs. Again, so many cool songs that they could play from Mellon Collie and the B-sides as well. That would really turn it into a very, very exciting show. And, I think we give Billy a lot of flack, but again, Pumpkin fans, I think diehard fans, like I don't live near Chicago, so I don't think I can go to these shows. But diehard Pumpkins fans, like this is the kind of thing that we're all about. I feel like, again, I said that Billy Corgan, I feel like he doesn't really give Pumpkins fans or hardcore Pumpkins fans like a lot of credit for following him along with during all of his ups and downs of his musical career. And I think this is like definitely going to be a peak of that because he's celebrating a classic album. He's doing something really cool artistically to represent the album in a new way 30 years later. And I think that big Pumpkins fans are going to be all about this. I think this is going to be very, very exciting. And I think, again, with Billy Corgan, I just feel like, he's not misunderstood. We as Pumpkins fans just want something cool. And this sounds really cool. So if you are in the Pumpkins, 30th anniversary of Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness, definitely going to be, I think it's later on this year that the 30th anniversary officially happens. So definitely going to be talking about more of that, about Mellon Collie and reminiscing about that album here on the channel. But if you want to reminisce with Billy Corgan for A Night of Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness, again, tickets go on sale on April the 11th, and the shows are going to be happening this November with the Lyric Opera of Chicago. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of this? Is this something you're excited about? Billy Corgan teaming up with an opera for Mellon Collie? You can let me know in the comments below.